The Unseen Echoes, Hans' Journey Through German Wisdom. Hans was a man of simple means, living in a small village nestled in the Bavarian Alps. Life was steady but uneventful, and though content, Hans often wondered if there was more to life than the routine he had grown accustomed to. One day, while cleaning out his late grandmother's attic, he discovered an old, weathered book titled Wisdom of the Ancients, German Proverbs for the Soul. Intrigued, he began to read. The first proverb that caught his eye was, Alles hat ein Ende, nur die Wurst hat zwei. Everything has an end, only the sausage has two. It reminded him that life's moments, both good and bad, are finite. This realization sparked something in Hans, urging him to seek out experiences beyond his small village. His first step into the unknown was a journey to the city, where he hoped to find work. The proverb, Der frühe Vogel fängt den Wurm. The early bird catches the worm, guided him to rise before dawn, seizing opportunities before others even awoke. His early efforts paid off when he landed a job as an apprentice to a blacksmith. In the workshop, Hans learned quickly, his hands becoming strong and skilled. The proverb, Übung macht den Meister. Practice makes perfect, echoed in his mind as he hammered away day after day, honing his craft. But it wasn't long before he realized that not everything about the city was as it seemed. The proverb, Kleider machen Leute. Clothes make the man, taught him that appearances can be deceiving, as he encountered people who dressed well but were dishonest and untrustworthy. Hans's honesty and hard work did not go unnoticed. His boss entrusted him with greater responsibilities, knowing Hans lived by the saying, Ehrlich währt am längsten, honesty lasts the longest. However, with increased trust came increased envy from a fellow apprentice, who began to plot against him. One day, Hans found himself falsely accused of stealing from the workshop, remembering the proverb, Lügen haben kurze Beine. Lies have short legs. He knew that the truth would eventually come to light. Indeed, his innocence was proven when the true culprit was caught, and Hans was vindicated. As time passed, Hans became known for his skills and integrity. The proverb, Ein guter Ruf ist mehr wert als Geld. A good reputation is worth more than money, proved true as his reputation brought him more clients and respect than wealth ever could. However, life in the city was not without its challenges. The proverb, Der Fisch stinkt vom Kopf her. The fish rots from the head down, revealed itself when Hans discovered corruption at the highest levels of the guild. This corruption threatened to destroy everything he had worked for. Faced with a choice, Hans remembered, Was du heute kannst besorgen, das verschiebe nicht auf morgen. Don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. He decided to confront the guild master, exposing the corruption. It was a dangerous move, but Hans lived by the proverb, Wer nicht wagt, der nicht gewinnt. He who doesn't dare, doesn't win. His bravery led to the guild master's removal, and the guild was reformed under new leadership, ensuring a fairer future for all. Despite his success, Hans began to feel homesick. The proverb, Der Apfel fällt nicht weit vom Stamm. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, reminded him of his roots and the values his family had instilled in him. He decided to return to his village, taking with him the lessons he had learned. Back home, Hans used his newfound skills and wisdom to help his community. The proverb, Die Axt im Haus erspart den Zimmermann. The axe in the house saves the carpenter, guided him as he built and repaired homes, saving his neighbors from costly repairs. He also remembered the saying, Mit Speck fängt man Mäuse. With bacon, you catch mice, using kindness and generosity to bring the village together. Hans's life had been full of ups and downs, but the proverb, ein Unglück kommt selten allein, misfortune seldom comes alone, was balanced by the hope in die Hoffnung stirbt zuletzt, hope dies last. He learned that while challenges might come in waves, perseverance and hope always led to better days. As the years passed, Hans became a wise elder in his village, known for his proverbs and the wisdom he shared. The young people would come to him with their problems, and he would always have a saying to offer. He lived by der Klugere gibt nach. The wiser one yields, understanding that sometimes stepping back or letting go was the smartest choice. In the end, Hans realized that his life, though filled with challenges, had been guided by the timeless wisdom of those who had come before him. The final proverb in his book, Rom wurde nicht in einem Tag erbaut, Rome wasn't built in a day, reminded him that everything worthwhile takes time and effort. He smiled, knowing that he had lived a life of meaning, shaped by the lessons he had learned along the way.